Alien Romulus 2. What's going on? Well, there's new information. So the last thing we heard is that Fede Alvarez does not want to direct it. He did finish the script, but he's going to pass it to someone else to direct it. He was planning to produce it alongside Ridley Scott. During an interview with TooFab, he did say he has no time for Alien Romulus 2 because he also wants to work on other projects. But now there could be another reason as to why he left. A trusted leaker did share this information. The real reason Alvarez stepped away from the Alien franchise was that producer Ridley Scott stopped him from bringing back a familiar face from Prometheus and Alien Covenant. Curious when we'll learn the real truth, but I heard Fede and Ridley were butting heads a lot, and that led to Fede's exit. A friend I trust told me Fede wanted to bring Fassbender back as David, and Ridley shut him down pretty hard. David was introduced in Prometheus. He was one of 2 survivors in that story, and he then appeared in the sequel, Alien Covenant, but this story was never completed. If this rumor is true, then Ridley was not happy with Fede stepping in to use David in Alien Romulus 2. This article also says that Fede wrote the script for Alien Romulus 2, and he made sure his characters remained alive and were not taken out right away like what they did to Hicks and Newt in Alien 3. But now he's hoping they can find another director to work on this movie. Ridley said before he's got an idea of where to end the story with David. Other engineers would find out what David did, then they would chase after him. But maybe the box office results could be also why him or the studio does not want another movie around David. In other news, Sydney Chandler, who took part in Alien Earth, says she wants to fight a predator. While speaking to MovieWeb, she said this about her character fighting a Yautja. I don't know. I mean, we'd have to try. I think she would believe she could. Absolutely. But I think she's still figuring out her strengths, and that's the beauty of it. Kids are so brave. They don't think of consequences, and that is a superpower, and that can also be a weakness. So, I mean, that would be really fun to see. I'd love to play that, but I don't know. It's been a long time and we still don't have closure to what happened to David at the end of Alien Covenant and what's happening there. Ridley Scott did have an initial idea of where to go, but then later on he said, I don't have an idea. I don't know what to do. If I get an idea, then I'll make it. But I mean, the story was there. All you had to do was put new engineers in the storyline. They would find out what David did, then they would go after him, and then there's a big war. And at some point he also said that we're going to the planet, and some people were kind of speculating, does he mean LV-426, that planet? And at some point Fede Alvarez said, hey, I want to bring David into my story, can I do that? And apparently Ridley said no. Anyways, that's it for the news on this topic. What are your thoughts? Put your comments below and I'll see you later.